I used to think Shiatsu was just a fancy word for a massage. Everyone was just slapping it on things to make them sound fancier.
Right.
But then I got my hands on one of those Shiatsu massage pillows, and it was a total game changer.
Oh, right.
I was having this persistent knot in my shoulder, and this thing just dug in there and worked its magic.
Oh, wow.
And I was amazed by how much better it made me feel.
Okay.
And that's what really sparked my curiosity about Shiatsu and how it actually works.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think about massage and you think like relaxation, right?
Right.
But Shiatsu, with its roots in traditional Japanese healing, it kind of goes beyond that.
Okay.
We're talking about tapping into the body's energy systems.
Interesting.
You've shared some articles with us that dive into this world of Shiatsu massagers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really interested in unpacking these concepts with you.
Absolutely. I'm ready to go beyond the marketing hype and really understand what this ancient practice is all about.
Okay.
Especially for those of us living with everyday aches and pains.
Well, a lot of it hinges on this idea of ki.
Okay.
This vital energy that flows through the body.
Right.
Now, it's important to note that this concept comes from traditional beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And while many people find it resonates with their experience,
Yeah.
it's not quite the same as a scientifically proven medical fact.
Okay, so ki, what is it exactly, and how does it relate to massage?
So think of it like this. Imagine a network of rivers flowing through your body.
Okay.
That's your ki.
All right.
When it's flowing freely, you feel healthy, energized.
Right.
But if there's a dam or blockage somewhere, that's where pain, stiffness, even illness can set in.
So a knot in your shoulder? That's
No.
like a dam in your personal river system.
Precisely.
Okay.
And Shiatsu aims to release those blockages to get the energy flowing smoothly again.
I see.
The articles you sent talk about how Shiatsu practitioners apply pressure to specific points along these energy pathways.
Okay.
Kind of like acupuncture, but using fingers instead of needles.
That's right. Acupressure. I've heard so much about it.
Yeah.
Especially for stress relief. The articles mention it quite a bit, actually.
And it's not just anecdotal.
Oh, right.
While more research is always being done,
Mm-hmm.
there's a growing body of scientific evidence suggesting that stimulating these acupressure points can have tangible physiological effects.
Okay, so it's more than just a feeling.
Right.
There's actually something happening in the body.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
Well, traditional Chinese medicine, where acupressure originated, has a different perspective on how it works compared to Western medicine.
Okay.
TCM views these acupressure points as areas where the body's energy, or ki, is more concentrated and accessible.
Right.
By applying pressure to these points, it's believed that you can influence the flow of ki and restore balance within the body's symptoms.
That's interesting. It's like these points are little control panels for different parts of your body.
Exactly.
Interesting.
For example, one of the articles mentions this point located right between the base of your thumb and your index finger.
Okay.
It's often used in acupressure to relieve headaches and tension.
Wait, seriously, like pushing on that one spot can help with headaches?
Yeah,
I'm a little skeptical,
I get it.
but also incredibly curious. It's understandable to be skeptical,
Yeah.
especially when we're talking about practices that have been around for centuries and often get lumped in with more esoteric wellness trends.
Right.
But what's really cool is that modern science is starting to uncover some of the mechanisms behind how these ancient techniques might actually work.
Okay, so walk me through this. How could pressing on a specific spot on my hand possibly impact a headache?
Well, one theory is that stimulating these acupressure points triggers the release of endorphins,
Mm-hmm.
those feel-good chemicals in our brains that act as natural painkillers. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Endorphins always seem to be the answer when it comes to feeling better.
Right.
It's not just headaches, is it?
Right.
The articles you shared mention Shiatsu being used for all sorts of pain relief,
Yeah.
even chronic pain.
You're right. The articles talk about Shiatsu potentially helping with things like back pain, neck pain, even fibromyalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And while there's definitely anecdotal evidence, lots of people saying it works for them,
Right.
the scientific research is still catching up.
Right, because chronic pain is such a complex issue,
Mm.
and what works for one person might not work for another.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a magic button, unfortunately.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to approach these claims with a balanced perspective.
Oh, yeah.
While Shiatsu might provide relief for some people with chronic pain,
Right.
it's crucial to consult with a healthcare professional for a proper diagnosis and treatment plan.
Absolutely. Shiatsu could be one tool in the toolbox, but it shouldn't replace medical advice.
Precisely. And it's interesting, some of the articles highlight how Shiatsu might be particularly effective when used alongside other therapies like physical therapy or chiropractic care.
Okay, so it's all about a holistic approach, considering different modalities and how they might work together.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about addressing the whole person, not just the symptoms.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Now, the articles also touch on other potential benefits beyond pain relief.
Okay.
Improve circulation, for example.
Right. And this is where those flowing rivers of ki come back into play.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about Shiatsu releasing blockages?
Right.
When those blockages clear, it's thought to improve blood flow and lymphatic drainage throughout the body.
Okay, so it's like giving your circulation a little boost. I can definitely
Yeah.
see how that would be beneficial.
It's exactly. Improved circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscles and tissues, which can aid in healing, reduce inflammation, and just generally help your body function at its best.
That makes sense. And what about the claims about toxin removal?
Sure.
I'm always a little wary of anything that promises to detoxify the body.
I hear you. It's
Yeah.
a bit of a buzzword, isn't it?
Yeah.
And while Shiatsu isn't about magically sucking toxins out of your body, it can support your natural detoxification processes.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How so?
Well, think about it this
Yeah.
way. Your lymphatic system is like your body's drainage system.
Mm-hmm.
It helps remove waste products and toxins. And massage, including Shiatsu, can encourage lymphatic flow, kind of like giving it a gentle nudge in the right direction.
So it's more about optimizing your body's existing systems than introducing something foreign.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about working with your body's natural intelligence, supporting its innate ability to heal and maintain balance.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. The principles of Shiatsu, the potential benefits, and the importance of a balanced approach. But I'm curious, with all the different types of Shiatsu massagers out there, how do you even know where to begin?
Yeah, it can feel really overwhelming.
Right.
You've got these massage pillows, the chairs, handheld devices, foot massagers. Like, where do you even start?
You're absolutely right. It's a jungle out there.
Yeah.
But that's what's so great about these deep dives.
Right.
We can cut through the clutter together.
Yeah.
The articles you shared actually do a good job of breaking down the different types of Shiatsu massagers
Okay.
and what to consider.
Perfect. Let's dive into that.
Yeah.
I'm particularly interested in those massage pillows.
Okay.
They seem like a good entry point.
Yeah.
Less intimidating than a full-on massage chair.
Sure. They're definitely popular, and for good reason.
Yeah.
One of the articles highlights their portability as a major plus.
Right.
You can use them on your neck, your back, even your legs, wherever you're feeling tension.
Right.
And because they're compact, you can easily take them with you to work, on trips,
Yeah.
or just move them around the house.
That's what I loved about the one I tried.
Yeah.
I could easily target my shoulders while I was catching up on emails.
Right.
Multitasking at its finest.
Exactly. And speaking of targeting specific areas, the articles also mentioned handheld massagers.
Okay.
Those give you more control over the pressure and placement of the massage.
Okay, so if you've got a really stubborn knot,
Yeah.
handheld is the way to go. Exactly. They're great for those hard-to-reach spots or for people who want a more vigorous massage. One of the articles specifically mentions them being effective for working out knots in the glutes, an area that tends to hold a lot of tension.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, we have the massage chairs. Those seem super luxurious, but also like a bigger investment.
They definitely can be, but they offer that full-body experience that a lot of people love. It's like having your own personal masseuse on call 24/7. One of the articles talks about how these chairs are designed to mimic the techniques of a real Shiatsu practitioner,
Wow.
using a combination of kneading, rolling, and tapping motions.
That's impressive. And what about foot massagers? I feel like they're often overlooked, but I personally love a good foot massage.
Me too.
Yeah.
And you're right, they often get overshadowed by the more glamorous options, but they can be incredibly beneficial.
Yeah.
Think about how much stress our feet endure on a daily basis.
Right.
One of the articles actually points out that foot massage isn't just about relaxation.
Okay.
It can also improve circulation, reduce swelling, and even alleviate pain in other parts of the body.
All connected, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's something to keep in mind when choosing a Shiatsu massager. Think about your individual needs and preferences.
Right.
Where do you tend to hold tension?
Hmm.
What kind of massage do you find most relaxing?
Yeah, that's good advice. The articles also mention some specific features to look for,
Right.
like heat adjustable intensity in different massage modes.
Right, and these features can make a big difference in your experience.
Yeah.
Heat, for example, not only feels soothing, but can also help relax muscles and increase blood flow, making the massage more effective.
Okay.
Adjustable intensity is important because everyone has a different pain tolerance, and what feels good one day might feel too intense another day.
Right.
And different massage modes allow you to customize the experience based on your needs, whether you prefer a gentle kneading or a more invigorating tapping motion.
It's like finding the perfect settings on a camera. You've got to play around with it to get the best results.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And it highlights something really important.
Yeah.
Choosing a shiatsu massager is a personal journey. There's no right or wrong answer.
Right.
It's about finding what works best for you.
So it's not just about buying the latest gadget. It's about incorporating these practices into our lives in a way that feels good and supports our overall well-being.
Exactly. And that brings us back to the heart of shiatsu restoring balance, whether it's the flow of ki in our bodies or the way we approach self-care in our busy lives.
This deep dive has given me a lot to think about. I'm feeling inspired to explore the world of shiatsu a bit further and maybe even invest in a new massager.
That's wonderful to hear. And remember, the journey of self-discovery is ongoing. Pay attention to how your body responds to different techniques and approaches, and don't be afraid to experiment until you find what truly resonates with you.
That's great advice. Well, on that note, we'll leave you with this final thought. As you navigate the world of shiatsu and massage, think about what balance means to you not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. How can you incorporate these practices into your life in a way that promotes harmony and well-being on all levels?